This is what one of the alternatives are. Enjoy toxic seafood.
American consumers are often left wondering what's safe and what isn't. And when it comes to imported seafood, the answer may surprise you.
John Pruitt of WSB in Atlanta conducted an in-depth investigation and found, as that graphic would indicate, something fishy is going on. Here's his report.
What country is the shrimp from?
If you haven't noticed, almost all the seafood sold in supermarkets now comes from developing nations. Look closely. Tuna from Indonesia, orange roughy from China, tilapia from Costa Rica.
How come everything's from foreign countries?
Foreign fish is cheaper and it's taking over the U.S. market. 80% of all seafood sold in the U.S. is now imported.
Now, I don't think people have any idea how much imported seafood's coming into this country.
The FDA inspects and tests less than 1% of all seafood imports. And when it does, it frequently finds filthy fish and banned chemicals. FDA records show page after page of rejected shipments. Catfish from China, veterinary drugs. Swordfish from Vietnam, poisonous. Snapper from Malaysia, filthy.
If it's from a foreign country, I'd be very cautious. I wouldn't eat it.
Ron Sparks knows what can be found in foreign fish. As Alabama's Commissioner of Agriculture, he's been to Vietnam and witnessed fish farmed in sewage. Sparks has ordered extensive testing of fish imports in Alabama, one of the few states with a seafood safety testing program. 50 to 60% of all fish imports in Alabama are rejected.
One of the things often found in this imported fish is a fungicide called malachite green. It's illegal to use in food because it causes cancer and birth defects.
Lab tests routinely detect antibiotics banned for use in food in the United States. Antibiotics are used to treat fish raised in crowded conditions that can breed bacteria, viruses, and parasites. Food safety advocates say the FDA is not doing enough to protect consumers.
Consumers may be getting a dose of antibiotics with their seafood dinner, and that's something that the government should stop.
Lab testers say fish farmers in nations like China play a cat and mouse game with them. When the lab rejects shipments for an illegal chemical, foreign fish farmers simply switch to another harmful chemical.
They know it's illegal, they know it hurts people, but they do it anyway.
It clearly means that these importers don't think they're going to get caught.
The flood of foreign fish into the U.S. is having a devastating impact on fish farmers in the Southeast.
A catfish from this pond will sell for about $3 a pound. An import from China, $2 a pound.
Bush Wilson's been a catfish farmer for almost 20 years. He says U.S. farmers play by the rules, but can't compete with cheap importers who cut corners on safety.
The farmers in the fish industry contend that we can compete with anybody in the world if we have a fair playing field. But if you've got an unfair playing field, nobody can compete.
Researchers say the chemicals and antibiotics found may not make you sick immediately, but eaten over a long period of time, they pose a significant health risk.
When you go out to a seafood restaurant, what type of seafood do you order?
I don't. Why take the chance?
That's the problem, too. If you go to a restaurant and ask them, so where is this from? Is it farmed or fresh? They'll go, huh?
Huh? Yeah.
I mean, it's very hard to track when you're going out to eat.
The overpopulated red snapper. National Marine Fisheries says there are not enough for us to fish. Huge schools of red snapper. Ran on oil rig, looks like. They're unbelievable around oil rigs, Louisiana. But there's no red snapper if you talk to the National Marine Fisheries.
Local seafood versus imported seafood. And hopefully everybody can see the difference in what we have here. Do me a favor, show some of the differences. This is a fresh local red snapper. And this is an imported red snapper. You can see the difference in the quality. And this is I don't have a comparison for this. This is a piece of imported kingfish. This is the stuff that they're selling in the local stores to people. Now, I wouldn't eat it. I don't know if anybody else would. These are local shrimp. These are local shrimp that we catch right here in the Gulf of Mexico, Gulf pink shrimp. And those over there are imported shrimp. They're farm raised. I have all packages too. So. And this is a tilapia. This is what they call tilapia. I don't know if you can notice. You see the eyes are all sunk into the head, and it's all brown inside. Right around. Yep. And it's pretty much beat up. And this is pretty much what you get when somebody asks for tilapia. That's the kind of fish you get. And this is local. And that's red snapper. You can see the difference in the eyes and the grouper and the snappers, and that's a red grouper. And over there we have beeliners, we have mackerel, we have fresh blue crabs. So it's a definite difference.